Hello everyone, I'm Renown Zero. We are back yet again talking about Ripverse Detractors, and we're going to be talking about something very, very interesting as far as the comparison between the amount of money that EvS has made from 29 campaigns versus the Ripverse only having 4 campaigns and possibly 5 more to come during the rest of the year, because he is in fact aiming to launch 6 pre-orders for books this year. We do know about quite a few of them, like Bloodroof, ISOM 3, I'm guessing Alpha Core 2 and Yaira 2. We also have Horseman and Gooding are also been confirmed, but it's going to be really interesting when we go through all this. We've got a bunch of people who are basically coping and seething because I pointed out an actual fact, and we'll get into that in just a second. $1.334 million, 9,803 total purchasers as of recording this video. I'm just doing a quick refresh. So if you want to still get in on the Yaira campaign, it ends on May 25th, 2024, with estimated fulfillment start date being May 26, 2024, which Eric has said that it could possibly go into fulfillment a lot sooner. Blade Devil 2, Chains of Blood, looks amazing. I cannot wait to read it. Can't wait to get it. I've backed all the covers. So get in on that if you want to get in on a cool story of manga and anime style. Got some of the artwork here for the book, all the different covers. If you want to get in on Blade Devil 1 without having to get an add-on with Blade Devil 2, you can always get in on this campaign. Sigfox Studios Limited, just for $10, you get Blade Devil 1. So now this was pointed out to me by someone who follows me who have backed their book. Shout out to Hero Darky Dark over on Twitter. Go get his comic book on Fund My Comic. I will put it in the description below. If you're interested in, again, in yet another book that is more of an anime manga style type of book, and I believe the book is finished. The digital packs already went out to people, and it's currently going to print. So he says this bottom guy, Lamarcy, which, by the way, I said to him, it's amazing how you have a picture of Big Boss as your profile. Meanwhile, Big Boss was always about being against the hive mind and against the big government in the video game Metal Gear Solid. But he says the bottom guy unironically said, yeah, EvS with his 29 campaign made almost as much money as Ripverse. Like, yeah, major victory. Your decades-long plus comic pro with over 24 campaigns made less money than the guy who only started his company 2 years ago with 4 campaigns, which is hilarious because ISOM 1 did launch in May of 2022, and these type of people have said that Ripverse will be done in 2 years, and it's coming up on 2 years, and it's surely to keep going. So we're going to get into all of that in just a little bit. We're going to do this because people decided to get really butthurt because I compared Malin's art to Mindy Wheeler's art. And as you can see here, because people like to say, it's not my opinion, I'm just doing it out of spite, whatever. This is John Malin's art versus Mindy Wheeler's art. I said, sure do. The first picture, top is Malin, bottom is Mindy Wheeler. Second picture is Malin on the left, Mindy on the right. My opinion is mine and mine alone. Because this guy said he doesn't believe that I say that Mindy Wheeler's art looked better than John Malin's. I said, yeah. And I said, hashtag where's Godlike? Hashtag Godlike is 3 years late. Hashtag where's Rainbow the Brute? Hashtag where's Snowman? And I even wanted to be petty and say hashtag where's Inglorious Rex 2, which Shane did respond to and say, oh, it's at the printer. Yes, I do know it's at the printer. I just felt like being spiteful with this post because it's hilarious to watch these guys cope and seethe. This guy says, I'm sad and looking at this pretentious thread. Then again, all these people excuse ISOM, $100 Dokuman cards, and $100 Tumblr concept art. These guys still believe that the concept art book was 8 pages because apparently double-sided pages just means 1 page. So I guess Cyberfrog 2 is 24 pages because it's double-sided, it's printed double-sided and said to be 48 pages. But go ahead and EFAP this video, EvS, because I'm sure you're going to do that because you're a clown and you can't make money any other way besides trying to crap on other people that are just pointing out your nonsense daily. I said, sounds like you can't do basic math. The concept art book is 16 pages. I'm sorry you didn't pass middle school. Also, it sold for more money than any Cyberfrog book, Cope and Seethe, as in eBay sales. Because I stated that on eBay, the last one sold was $300. And I said this, it's so amazing to me that my haters are 99% overweight, out of shape, 350-pound MFers trying to tell me that I'm not healthy or can't lift. You're not my doctor. You don't know me. My full-time job is all physical labor. All because I checked notes, called out their favorite fake-ass clown and lolcow YouTubers, GTFOH. You have income that doesn't come from the government? It's always these weirdos trying to count people's money, and they think because they get income from the government that everybody else is in the same boat as them because they have to sit up here and, of course, take daddy government's handouts because they can't work a real job. It's so amazing how this makes any sense. I said to this clown right here, I said, you don't look better than me because you're not showing, but this is what you look like. You really thought this was an own? You really thought this was an own? You look stupid. I just laughed a bunch and said no jawline and colored hair, no testosterone detected. Because I said it before. These guys are hideous. They're overweight, out of shape looking weirdos. They try to tell me about how I look and try to like they don't have any real arguments. They're just people who say a bunch of nonsense and they just think, oh, everybody's a hive mind out here. But it's really interesting how that makes sense. And of course, it's enlightened clown. Yummy in my top. Dude, you're a clown. I said cope. You're mad I'm having fun at cons, you brokey. Ah, yes, because you know all businesses fail within the same time frame determined by some guy in X. None have ever failed without his express permission. I said you clowns would believe the Ripverse would fail in 2 years, which 2 years for Ripverse would be next year, so it's still around. Cope and seethe. Remember, folks, these are fans for the guys who, for years now, have shouted from their soul that Marvel, DC, and Disney are dying. This is why folks don't like you and call you and Eric duplicitous, because you are. Yeah, Marvel and DC get outsold by manga every month. The comic book industry is only booming because of manga. Disney's in massive debt with zero enthusiasm for it. No one cares about it. It's dead. That's why any of the new projects that come out flop. The only thing that didn't flop was Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and that's because of word of mouth. Everything else flopped. All the other movies flopped. All Disney movies flopped. All the Pixar movies flopped. The comic books are flopping. Everything is flopping. You do realize there's a difference between using free 3D assets and a show or manga, making their own 3D assets for the show or manga. This is again another example of your false narrative BS. By the way, you have to use the same crying excuse of 3D assets for Alpha Core, Yaira, Bloodroof, Gooding, and Horseman. Alex Ross traces his stuff is still better than EvS's, who has admitted to tracing using lightboxing. So you're championing, again, some guy who uses the same techniques, I guess, references of assets and tracing in his own stuff, but you're championing it because it's a guy you like. EvS's Skyber created this monster with his coded review. Ripper's End and ISOM is a bacteria disease that has ravaged CG. Yeah, it's completely pushed CG out of the conversation because all they talk about now is ISOM this and ISOM that and Ripverse this and Ripverse that. That's all they talk about now. That's why you have EvS, who has like over 45 live streams of trash cast that he created out of spite for Yellow Flash, trying to steal his audience because he'd rather be at a casino on a Saturday night, but he feels like he has to steal Yellow Flash's audience, which Yellow Flash did post that their audiences have no crossover anymore. Keep choking on this, moron. Insult is all you have. I don't need to know about your closeted fantasies about other men you have. Keep me far away from your gay self. Oh, my apologies. I just figured since you're such a huge fan, I'd give you first dibs because he tried to offer me his ISOM books like I don't already have them all. You're a clown. I figured you would realize that you can resell those for more money, but I forgot. You're not intelligent. We hate these comics while still having them. Such a self-own. It's the same thing with Jay Bombacuk. He's like, I have all these ISOM comics that I just don't want to sell off. So terrible. They can't handle monitoring multiple campaigns. I don't monitor multiple campaigns. I bring them up as needed, but let's ignore how you keep monitoring the Ripverse campaigns as if those numbers are the end-all be-all of the books. While you sit on here all day contributing nothing useful to society. Fantastic. So, and I said right here, these are the people that want you to hate Eric July. They sit and put more effort into talking about someone's appearance and personal life over comics. EvS's mod and typical audience member, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad someone else noticed that he's giving a middle finger to his bed sheets, because apparently that's what I was doing, according to this idiot. He probably lives in a bedroom of his mother's or some other places. No. That's when I said, the bottom guy unironically said, yeah, EvS for his 29 campaigns. We already went over that. And then, don't start your first either lie. I haven't heard anyone tell someone to hate Eric July. People giving opinions. Yes, you've been on such a spurg out. We're mostly spending time laughing at you. Comics gay as a puppet of you. Yeah, because you're fucking gay. Because you're gay. You're making puppets of other men you don't like and doing weird things with them because you're gay. Meanwhile, you're the guy that spurgs out with hot dogs. Okay, EvS Attack Dog, just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean I haven't recorded it. You've been spurging hot dogs like a little gay boy ever since Katie Day got exposed. I don't have to lie about other people. I always bring the facts. Like how EvS's 29 campaigns didn't make more money than Eric's 4 campaigns. That's going to be hilarious to report on later. you maggot. And I posted all the screenshots of people just talking a bunch of crap. Rent free. There are no arguments to be made. All these losers have are insults that affect me in no real way except fill my pockets with money. I remain undefeated as always. The amount of coping and seething is real. These types are just reply guys with fake profile pictures. Bless your heart, little hobgoblin. You sound exactly like EvS because I said I'm undefeated and I bring all the receipts. Yeah, I remain undefeated because I bring all the receipts when I talk about y'all. Wow, you'll make a whole 63 cents. Congrats. So again, is it I make 63 cents or I make money off of you? I guess, again, you're trying to tell a YouTuber what a YouTuber makes on videos. Stop trying to count someone's money when you don't know how YouTube works. Just shut up. That's why you got 2 likes in 5 hours, because nobody cares what you have to say. I like the way you used undefeated instead of being like a redhead stepchild on a daily basis to the point where people are starting to feel pity and start laughing again. Because again, you guys are clowns. You're mad because I'm showing the facts to a grown-ass 50-year-old who's crying about someone coming up in modern-day indie comics and destroying a washed-up comic pro. Hey, buddy, I'm hoping you can help me out. I have a relative with severe brain damage. Great for you. He lives in an assisted living home. I'm going to visit him next week and want to take him somewhere nice. Take him something nice. So which color of crayon has the best flavor? I don't know. You probably eat them every freaking day because you're a clown. That's how you get the clown wig. You eat one crayon of every color of the hair, and then eventually it just grows into each color. You should probably figure that out yourself. Denying reality does not make it go away. Sorry to break up your pipe dream. Oh, what pipe dream? The fact that I'm destroying and wrecking comic pros who want to sit here and cry with their bigger channels and talk about how I'm the terrible person. Meanwhile, they're the guys who have products that they don't get to their customers, but somehow I'm the terrible person. I'm the one delivering content to my viewers. You clowns aren't delivering your product to your customer base that paid for it years ago. You move out yet? From where? The imaginary place that I live? Puppet Sturgis, real Sturgis. Sturgis is Eric the Wormtail. Meanwhile, you have a freaking profile picture of Eric July because you're an idiot. You just admitted you're Sturgis. You haven't stopped living with your mom on a daily basis. You haven't stopped daily commenting on my posts because you're a fucking loser. You have nothing else. You post the same shit every day. You're like a goddamn Trump reply guy. No life, you get no pussy, and you sit here and you cry about me every day. How does it feel that you're a beta male crying about me every day? Renowned zero Sturgis, life defeated you. You're only undefeated at a buffet, Sturgis. Oh no, let's go and use the same insults I use because you're a fucking clown who can't come up with an original insult. Wow. Because I tell you clowns the same shit about your buffet eating. Because you can't think of your own freaking insults. You're laughable, man. So here we come to this. I said I did the math of all of EvS's campaigns, all 29 EvS's campaigns. The answer is a whopping $6.811 million for all 29 campaigns versus $8.723 million for the 4 Ripverse campaigns. Man, that's gotta hurt. And like I said, I got all these butthurt individuals in the comments, and I guarantee you'll see some of the same names because all these guys are reply guys. Five Nights at Freddy's made $291 million at the box office. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny made $384 million. Which one of them made money? Oh, the one that spent less money? Again, not relevant. This is movies versus comic books. Both of them have different types of budgets. And if you're doing your own marketing, you're not spending as much money. You must have forgot that marketing is a thing when it comes to movies. You spend your budget plus half of that to market the movie. It's irrelevant. EvS don't have to pay $300K every 3 months for a warehouse and 15 employees and keeps his profit. Eric hasn't made a profit. Eric actually said he made more profit in 2023 versus 2022, so you're lying. And you're guessing how much he pays every 3 months. You don't even actually know. And here's EvS, where Brandon, shout out to Brandon Resna TPH, who says to EvS, how many of the 28 campaigns, some of which you took the loot and ran, crossed the multi-million-dollar line in backing? Brandon, stop lying. 2 of my campaigns have crossed 1 million. You look retarded in your avatar. No, you didn't. You made $1.2 million on Cyberfrog 2. That's the only $1 million campaign you have. One. And if you're gonna put some bullcrap where you're gonna combine numbers of 2 separate or even 3 separate Cyberfrog Blood Honey campaigns, you're a bitch. So 235K per campaign, still not bad. I would hope so. Ethan has 144K subs, that's slowly decreasing. Eric has 507K subscribers. Add in the GNG, FNT crew, and audience. Shilling for Eric. Cope and Shower. Fuck, weirdo. Yep, they forgot to subtract the Indiegogo cuts. That's not including the sales between campaigns. Ethan's admitted he's not making this comic solely for money. Then why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? EvS and his family keep nearly all the money. No, they don't. No, it does not hurt. Ethan Van Skyler keeps all the money while Eric has to plow it into his business. EvS is very happy with his life and his shows. No, it doesn't. If EvS was happy with his life, he wouldn't be constantly talking crap about another person being successful because he's not seeing that type of success. Not even close. This is how much you think Eric spends this in operating costs? Eric sold y'all a 16-page book because you're a dumbass who still says 8 pages. Because you don't know how to do basic math. Because you're a moron. Did you even pass middle school, bro? Did you even pass middle school? EvS don't have nearly as much overhead as Eric. EvS also has eBay. Also, EvS charges less than Eric does and doesn't charge for campaign perks. Yara number 1 currently sells for the same amount of money as a Cyberfrog book and is double the page count and better paper. You're so desperate to be part of Eric's little clique that you hand-wave being overcharged and paying for things you shouldn't have. EvS doesn't get books out. Yawn. The only reason Ripper fans think Eric's a good business is because they have zero understanding how to run a business. None of you have an understanding of how to run a business because none of you run a business. So this is null and void. It's a moot point, you stupid clown. And if you include Eric's sales in between campaigns, it's still higher. Cope and Seed. These guys are so dumb, bro. Paying for a massive storage space and severely overprinting books by tens of thousands of copies to fill said space. Paying for writers and artists to rewrite and draw his books. He doesn't pay writers and artists to read and write and draw anything. We don't need to know the fine details of his bank account to know it's gone horribly wrong. Yeah, because opening up Ripverse, hiring more employees, hiring more artists, hiring more writers. Apparently, you can do all that with no money. Make it make sense. You guys are legitimately fucking retarded. Make it make sense. You would consider you're making assumptions about the cost of him running his business. Also, counting another man's money is bitch made. By the way, I'm not counting anyone's except my own. I was giving comparisons and made an observation. Relevance on the Ripverse is null and void when the budgets of movies are substantially higher and marketing taken into account is at least half the budget. So again, stop counting the man's money and stop acting like you know shit about how much his business costs. It just make assumptions on nonsense. Or they probably got the information from EvS's moronic ass. EvS is significantly less than 300K per course, so is Eric's. He's already cleared it up plenty of times. I don't understand why it's so difficult for individuals to simply ask Eric directly, instead of trying to sit there and ponder about how much money a man makes or uses for a business. I would hope so. Yeah, we already read this. To which I said, LMFAO, shilling equals marketing your friend's product and they all purchase the product. Read a book and learn what a shill means, brainlet. Don't project your below room temperature IQ onto me. It says, shill refers to someone who purposely gives onlookers, participants, or marks the impression of an enthusiastic customer independent of the seller, marketer, or con artist for whom they are secretly working. So, apparently, according to this moron right here, according to this freaking idiot, as Gary and GNG are employed secretly by Eric July. Apparently, everybody who praises the Ripverse is secretly employed by Eric July. I've been told I'm employed by Eric July. I said, you clearly can't read, so let me help you. Eric doesn't employ as Gary GNG. What the fuck are you talking about, you clown? Learn what a shill is, you below room temperature IQ brainlet. So let's bring up what this is. It says, one who poses as a satisfied customer or an enthusiastic gambler to dupe bystanders into participating in a swindle. Where's the swindle? Where's the swindle, fucking idiot? Where's the fucking swindle? Where's the swindle? Do I need to highlight it in crayon? I never claimed they were employed. That means you didn't even fucking read what you posted, you fucking moron. Did you even read what the fuck you posted? How do you post something and you didn't even read it? Just like all the morons who never read ISOM trying to talk about how bad it is. The fuck? It literally says it right there. That apparently the shills are the people that are secretly working for Eric July. This is why you're fucking retarded. This is why you guys are legitimately stupid. You don't even read what you post before you post it. Fucking idiots, man. Show me where your fucking brain is. Because you clearly can't rub two brain cells together to figure out what the fuck you're talking about. Fucking idiot. And lastly, from Kiwi Farms. Just ask me, I'm right here. If you want proof of something, I'll give it to you if I'm able to. Here's the entire shipment of Rec Plan delivered February 14, 2023. I made a couple quick videos because I was pretty happy about it. This is a lot of stuff. It isn't 2,000 books. It's 26,200 books. I'm not paying installments. I had 1.4 million to cover the campaign costs and shipping. So he didn't make anything. You clearly didn't make any money. Talking about how other people are not making money. You're clearly not making any money on Cyberfrog 2. According to your own words, this is you. This isn't a random person. This is you. Everything's expensive, but it's all paid for. Printers don't agree to print projects like this piecemeal. You have to establish your quantities. They'll give you a price, and they want it all up front before they begin. So you're complaining that Eric prints books ahead of time for the same reason? You would think. It's like, how is it that these people who are in this indie space don't even understand how their own shit works? And you got all these bystanders and clowns who are trying to tell you or trying to put it out there that they know how Eric's business is run. Meanwhile, they can directly ask him on Twitter. He pretty much will answer any question if you just ask it to him on Twitter. If you're not being an absolute tool or an absolute troll. Just like the guy who claimed that Cliff Richard did the short box artwork, which he was completely incorrect because he can't even tell the difference between two people's artwork. I simply went to Eric and said, hey, didn't Kane and White make the artwork for the short box? He answered me within like 10 minutes. And confirmed that, yes, Kane and White did the artwork for the short box. It is not that hard to get in contact with Eric on Twitter if you just ask him and not be a complete tool. So it's so funny that these clowns have zero arguments. All they do is talk about how I look. All they do is talk about how I'm a shill, which I paid for all the products, so I can't be a shill. Stupid. I am not pretending to be a satisfied customer. I'm telling you, I am a satisfied customer. I actually believe that the stuff he's making is good. And what you clowns are doing is trying to go around, tell people who enjoy something that they can't enjoy because you don't. Or because you feel it wasn't worth the money. That's on you. If you buy a product and you didn't like it, you can put your opinion there. That's fine. But when you hark on people and you harass people because they like something you don't, prepare to get the feedback from people who actually do like the stuff that you're complaining about. So at the end of the day, it's going to continue to ramp up. Can't wait to get my Yara books. I can't wait till Gooding comes out and I can actually read the origin story of Gooding and hoping that he gets his own book series that I can keep up with the legendary comic book writer Mike Barron. And I guess that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit the like button, comment below if you feel all this, subscribe for more content, hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all. That way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or live stream. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.